I have not showed Apollo on here in a while. Look how big he's kind of getting. He's so tiny. Hello, my name's Apollo. All right, he's like, bitch, let me eat. He was eating. I interrupted him. All right, guys, what are we gonna do for today? Collective. We're gonna do a collective message. All right, take what is your message, and if it's not your message, leave it for somebody else. Also, if it does resonate, please let me know in the comments or like and subscribe. All right, let's get to it. What's today's message for the collective? What's today's message for the collective? We're gonna do an oracle message first. It might all be oracles. I don't know. We'll see. What's today's message for the collective? A bunch of stuff. I'm going to redo the shuffle. Let me do one more shuffle. What does the collective need to know for today? I'm just going to pick one because it wants to come out with half the deck. Sitting with it is your oracle card. Stillness holds a space for all that is. Simply sit. Presence is the only requirement now. So, I think majorities of yous are learning to sit with self and enjoy the present moment. Right now, today, you guys possibly are taking time for yourself. Okay? Just doing stuff independently. Like, even if you have a partner or you're married or you are a busy person, you're taking time this week for yourself. It could be this week. I think due to the holiday today, because majority of us have off possibly, that you are taking time for yourself. But you're taking time for yourself, but you're also thinking. But you're thinking and you're observing how you have changed throughout this year. Okay? Your mentality changed. You're being more accepting about like who you are. And if you're anybody like me, you do grow. Okay? But also you're growing to better yourself. You're learning to ground yourself. Okay? And you are acknowledging that there are different layers when it comes to this reality. So today you're taking time possibly to sit with it. Okay? Sitting with your own self. You may have been around a lot of people lately. So, and a lot of times when we are around too many people, it can absorb, like, it's too much energy. Okay? Being around too many people. So in order to get back with self, you have to step away. And you better get away from my bamboo plant. Excuse me. You can sniff it. That's fine. I got a bamboo plant. Get away. Hold on. Are we trying to eat the plant? No, Mom. I'm not trying to eat the plant. Yes, you are. Ugh, why don't you sit here for a second since I can't have no plants in my home because this cat, yeah. All right. So, listen, you two, go in the room. Go. All right. So you are acknowledging that there is a different reality here. And you may be open to accepting that maybe the stuff that you believed in a while ago, especially growing up, is changing. You're accepting. A lot of yous are accepting at this point. Especially my collective is. Okay? What else? I don't know what deck to use. What else for the collective, for what they need to know for today? What do they need to know? Somebody here is thinking about buying a scooter. I don't know. You might live somewhere where transportation is like kind of weird. Maybe you live in the city, but somebody here, I don't know if you just purchased a scooter or just thinking about getting a scooter, or maybe you rode on one lately. I think somebody took you for a ride, possibly on a scooter. I don't know. Anyways. Deja vu. A lot of people right now as well, collective, is having a lot of deja vus. If you ride the subway, I see one of you's had I don't know. Somebody here had a trippy deja vu. Possibly at the park or somewhere where you roam frequently. It might have been at home. But I do see here somebody, were you going on the bus or the train, somewhere with public transportation, somebody here had extreme deja vu. Somebody had a deja vu where it was like a meteor coming down. But it was like, it was a dream and it was deja vu. So I'm thinking here that you had a dream before, like in your dream state, and it was possibly like meteors coming down. It was super cosmic though, but it was like reality. You were doing your everyday life. It was a dream. But then when you had your deja vu, it was like the same place where you had your dream, and you may have been underneath a bunch of lights. I don't know. Were you smoking? All right. Somewhere down the line, somebody here, you had a dream which correlates with your deja vu. Okay. And I think it's like super trippy. I don't know if you were doing shrooms or whatnot. It doesn't even matter. You still had the dream and you had the deja vu though. Somebody here had a deja vu moment, which correlated with their dream state. So yeah, you've been there before. You've been there before. All right. But there was meteor coming down, a shower, I would say. Super cosmic though. It was like an alien invasion, not an alien invasion, but you would think that an aircraft was coming down. Somewhere recently, wherever you live, there's been an aircraft that possibly did land. All right. If you heard like a big noise, okay, so somebody here heard a really big noise lately outside. Maybe you live somewhere where there's a lot of air traffic, meaning that there's like an airplane or like just somewhere. You might live near an airport, somewhere where something takes off. You heard a very big bang. Like not even a bang, it was like you know what an airplane sounds like when it goes over your house, but it sounded like it was lower. When you looked outside, there was really nothing there. Getting here that it was I don't know. I'm getting here that something landed. Something landed and it's a different dimension. It's in a different dimension. Is in a different dimension 100%. You may have, when you went outside, you may have seen some, I'm getting here, it was like, I don't know. It's not artificial, like, it wasn't the intelligence service. It wasn't intelligence, but somewhere down the line, it was like a lot of people were all looking the same. If I can make sense with that, all right? Divine intervention came out. This is separate message. We're now stepping into divine intervention. This, I feel like, came out because you may have went through a really weird time where your money was looking good, your relationship was looking good, but somewhere down the line, it kind of slowed down. I feel like you may have crossed paths with either a friend or some way, shape, or form, somebody that you met recently. Or this may have not even happened yet. You may have recently met somebody, but I feel like you're going to be shifted off that path because there's a reason why you met this individual. It's going to happen right before you were redirected into the direction that you're actually supposed to go in, meaning your next chapter of your destiny, no matter what it is. Like, you're being redirected. This is going to be resonating with somebody. It may have not happened yet. You're going to meet this perfect person briefly, but it's only for a short amount of time. There's a reason why you're crossing paths with them. You're going to be redirected to leave them because it's to show you who to be around. What else does the collective need to know? Yeah, you're only meant to be around this person for a certain amount of time, and then the Most Higher, your ancestors, is gonna come in with this big ass shift to shift you elsewhere. It's like they're gonna put you in your car, or I don't care, you riding a bike or it's just your feet, and you just gonna be one day walking side by side, and the next time that you see this, you guys are just gonna drift apart. They're gonna say something here to you that's irrational or just, I don't know, some Matrix type shit. That's what I'm getting. Only you would know. All right? Okay? You're gonna know. All right. What else for my collective? What else? Let me get one more oracle. Somebody here is thinking about detoxing. I don't know what kind of detoxing you're doing, but I think it's a body detox. All right? Me versus me. Yeah, somebody here is detoxing. That's you facing yourself. Somebody here has not been eating good. Well, you may have been going out a lot so far as eating out or just going out and partying. Okay? You need to cleanse your body out. Now, there's different methods. Everybody has different methods so far as cleansing their body out. But you are on a mission here to have competition with only yourself. And you may have been around too many people and getting out of this a lot of situations where people put you in competition, whether that was family, friends, or spouse. The only competition that you need is yourself. Self. Okay? Fuck everybody else. All right? Because you're a better, each every day that we are living, we are to strive to be a better version of ourselves. So if you get knocked down a peg, or somebody knocks you down a peg or tries to, they'll try. You get back up and you do it again and face life even harder. All right. We all go through that. That's where that divine intervention comes in as well, because you might run into a new friend or somebody here that wants to be in your energy, but they're not meant to stay. They're meant to show you basically who to have around, who not to have around. Is the last test for you to drift apart from a lot of people. Especially this one's going to put on a great show too, to make it seem like they can be your friend. You have a lot in common. You guys are on the same mission, but no, there's a little sketchiness behind it. Okay? But it's a test to see if you would go back to your old self in some type of way, or just to go off the road that you're currently on so far as bettering yourself. And they may be in fake competition with you too. All right? On the low. But you're not in competition with anybody. The only person that you're in competition for is with yourself. Self. That's it. Not anybody else. You're going to learn not to care, collective. 333 on the timer. You're going to learn not to care. Somebody here wants you to care so bad. They want power. I don't know why. It's a willpower. They want your willpower. They want your willpower. Don't allow people to give you any type of willpower. Breadcrumbing. You'll know because they're going to breadcrumb. Well, you're giving 100 to this person. Give it. Limit. Okay, so you're going to have to limit what you tell this person. Limit. Don't. If they are not telling you too much about themselves, you need to fall back just as well. Okay? But also, this is to know that you should not be talking to too many people about your business. At all. Okay? Because a lot of times they can use it against you. And a lot of times, it's a test. I'm telling you, whoever you're meeting here is a test. Giving minimal attention, keeping options open, vague promises, never committing fully. This is somebody here that doesn't commit fully to anything that they fucking do. They cannot keep a commitment in regards to if you shared something personal to them, they're going to run back and run their mouth. If the 100%, or they will use something here to tuck it in to take it out later. So be careful who you have around. Somebody here, I don't know, they have a K in their name, possibly. They might have an N in their name. KN, KN, I see K and N, B. All right. Any of the initials in their name, possibly. All right. Somebody here needs to sleep. I might have to sleep. You may have, hopeless romantic. You are a hopeless romantic collective. 555 on the timer. But listen. Stop. You better stop watching them fairy tale movies. Somebody here is really watching a lot of romance videos. I don't know if this is through TikTok or like shows. But somebody here is actually waiting for their happily ever after. And it's going to be after people have breadcrumbed you, even friends. Turn the clock off, please. It's divine timing, okay? There's no clock when it comes to divine timing. And you may have dealt with a lot of people with commitment issues, okay, that have been afraid to settle down. But here you are afraid to settle down, collective. You've been through too much shit to deal with anybody's petty behavior. Somebody here needs to go to the doctor. This card was faced up. Bad health. I don't know if somebody here smokes too much. Too much. I don't care what you smoking. You need to put it down because it's not good for your health. Whether that's weed or whatnot. Okay? You need to put it down. So, and that's why you're getting headaches, is because you're huffing and puffing possibly on something here. All right? One more shuffle. Oh, what's this? Gambling. Somebody here is gambling too much. Y'all have somebody in your energy or somebody here that's trying to contact you that is actually, I'm getting here that be careful whoever you befriended recently, because I see here that the FBI is currently watching them. Gambling is a separate issue, but it might be connected because somewhere down the line, I don't know, somebody is in your life that likes to gamble. The FBI is watching them due to the fact that, I don't know, it's online gambling. I see here. It is online gambling. This person is shiesty with money. They're broke though. They're doing anything is dark wealth. It's ill-gotten gain with their money. This person's a body jumper. Hidden money. I'm going to take that as like this person is, I don't know, there's a fraud here. They have connected themselves to so many it's like it has to do with like the FBI is wiretapping into their stuff. They gamble, but they're doing it illegally online. I don't know. This is where they get their money. It's so weird. This is somebody, we got Destiny Swap, but it's more like Destiny Block. Don't trust this person. All right. They're going to act like they love you so much. I love you. That's fake. All right. Somebody here is being watched by the FBI. Whoever you have around you may not even be, you may have just met this person recently, or it just might be a new friend within your circle. Be careful because somebody here is being watched by the FBI. I see here that they're going to be they're going to be rolling up real soon in regards to whoever is connected to being watched. Somebody being watched by the FBI. This person wears black a lot and boots. I don't know. I'm getting that. I'm doing that's a bot. Let's get the crime deck out. I got so many decks now. Holy shit. All right. Yeah, this person wears boots a lot, or they like boots. All right. Anyways, yeah, their whole house is set up. It's wired. It's tapped like crazy. Your phone might be acting funny as well when you're around this person. This person never has their phone out when you're around them, possibly. So weird. What else about this, the FBI watching this gambler? This may be somebody here that's in secret competition with you. That's what I'm getting. They in secret competition. Why? Be in competition with self. All right, weirdo. You're going to be receiving justice when it comes to this person. All right. Give me some more information on this person. This person acts like a child. Narcissist. Projector. All right? Or they might have just had a child, but I'm getting here that this person acts very childish. They might be a grown-ass person that acts like a little kid. Cult. This person, I don't know, they in some type of organization possibly that, or it's more than a few people here that is orchestrated within this gambling like network. It's a network. All right? It's a network. Okay? It's definitely a network of some sort. Might be, it's a lot of people in this network. Fraud. Gambling. Yeah, it has to do with gambling. Somebody here is taking money out of people's accounts or doing some type of like online gambling. Like, I don't even know how that would specifically work. I'm gonna have to take a look into it. But they're gonna try to fake their accident. They're gonna try to fake their death with the accident. Or right before they do something here again. So far as like the right before they get a bust, I see here there's gonna be a big bust. Right before there's a bust, this person's gonna have an accident. It could be by their car, but I'm seeing here that it could be an accident with like them walking. They might slip. All right, they might have cracked their elbow. Something with the elbow is significant. Maybe they just bumped their elbow. If they slip in, they hit their elbow. I'm getting here. It might be raining when this happens, where their shoes, their big ass boots are wet. Somebody here likes boots. Social media. They're taking also money out of people's Facebook. You see how there's Facebook? This person's on Facebook being fraud. They might go on Facebook Market. All right. This person goes on Facebook Market. And I don't know. They have a lot of scam likely accounts. They are the scams. They are the scams. They're literally the person that's coming in. It's like bots. But it's like they take a money. I don't know. They're going through people's credit cards off of Facebook. That's what I'm getting here. This person's a fucking weirdo. Get a life, okay? Get a life. They're being watched. There's gonna be a bust here. There's gonna be a big bust if it hasn't happened already. But yeah, this person, they have a lot of things through the Facebook account. This person's always on Facebook. They're so greedy. Look, greed is at the bottom. The reason why they're doing this is because they're greedy. And this is a person that loves to put on a show, acting like they're for so many people, but they're taking. They're taking from. They might be taken from people that are actually their family members or their friends. That's what I'm seeing here. Or their lover. You got love here. All right. We're going to get out of this. Somebody here worked at Nike. Or maybe you like Nike. You may have just bought new Nike shoes. Something like Nike is significant. All right. If it does resonate, please let me know in the comments or like and subscribe to my page. Peace out, guys.